Alright, well hello, I'm Donald Witt, the bass instructor at the How to Play Bass online course at iwanttoPlayBass.com. If you haven't checked it out, jump over there, check it out, subscribe, just subscribe, become a free member, get notified of stuff coming up, new releases, new videos, new lessons, new equipment out there and all. Just subscribe, get your free ebook as well on setting up your bass for success, and that goes through everything from adjusting saddles, fret nut, neck relief, pickups, everything, just setting your bass up to you, because you need to set it up to you. It's subjective to you, so you definitely want to do that. So get that for free, and it has everything you need. So today we're talking about bass riffs that every bassist should know, and that's what we're going to get into. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below. I've got lots of videos on some cool bass riffs out there, and blues bass riffs and stuff like that. I've really been diving into the blues spectrum today, because it's a big genre that's very influential of today's music. Everything is influenced by the blues. It's been around forever, and even before they knew it was the blues was influencing lots of today's music. So we're just going to talk about bass riffs that every bassist should know. Now, the best way, for rock and roll bass riffs, you're going to use rock and roll, country, and a lot of genres actually use this. Just the one for bassist, the 1/5 and the octave. So you use that octave. Say we're in the key, we're right in C. That's how you're going to form your own bass riffs. You don't want to go out and play the same identical bass riffs as everybody. You can use them and play their songs. Definitely figure out their bass riffs and how they utilize them, and then you utilize them in your way for yourself. So that's one of them right there. That fifth is ideal. It's a good sounding, just a good feeling, good sounding interval there. So just take that 1, 4, hammer onto the 5, and you've got the octave. Okay, so use that one whenever possible. That octave, 5th octave. So that's one way to form your bass riffs on your own. Just go that 1, that 5, throw that 4 in. Okay, so that's a good little trick there. Now another one is, if we're talking, we're not really going to talk about jazz. We can, but we're just going to talk about the simple bass riffs that you can definitely form on your own. And another way is to take that chord and try that triad of that chord, like a C chord, C, E, G. And if you don't know the triads and the chord notes of the chords, then definitely jump over to iwanttoPlayBass.com, sign up today, and get started on your way on learning all of that. We go from fundamentals up to everything. So that's where you want to get all of that information. I probably have a video that gives you some insight on it, but I don't dive too deep into these lessons there. The time is limited, so I try to get as much value out there as I can for a wider audience. So if you want to jump over to iwanttoPlayBass.com, that's singled down to a structured courses, structured lessons that are created to develop your skills. Okay, so these are just for a wide, I might have an audience that intermediate, advanced players, or beginners here, so I got to kind of reach everybody there. So we're just going to talk about triads now. Another way to do a cool little bass riffs are just break that triad down. C triad, octave and the fifth. We're just throwing the third in there. And I like that one a lot. Just that right there. Octave, C, C octave, C octave, C octave again. Then we go. Then we go C, E, F, G. Because that's F is in the key of C. Just that C major scale. So just a fun way, just, you know, use it however you can and whatever kind of rhythm you're working with, or however it is, you can use that 3, whatever the rhythm is, or however long the fill is or the riff is going to be. Just take that first, third, fifth, then octave. Maybe throw a couple passing tones and then go out of the key if you want. If it's a blues thing, you're going to go out of it, you're going to throw that 7th in there. But just depending on the chord you're working with. If that's a dominant 7 chord, and, you know, I was just talking about triads right there. So with the triads, you're just going to use the first, third, and fifth. Whatever your rhythm is, it's mainly going to depend on your rhythms, how you use them. So that's, you know, that's one of the just another idea of how to approach some cool bass riffs. So just break down the 1 and the 5th, the 1/5 octave, the triad, here's just a bass riff that, you know, you can throw in there anywhere. More of an ending, you know, if you're going out of a song, you're ending it. Just end it like that, and that's just all it is jumping down to 6th right there. And then you're walking up chromatically, and then you do a minor third jump there. So that's all that is, you know, just your 6th, that's all that is. I like that one a lot. Kind of like a, you know, somebody cracks a joke or something, you can go, kind of like a drum roll, or, you know, how they do that with the drums. And then another way to approach bass riffs is just take the pentatonic scale, either the minor or the major. Major right there, or the minor. So all you're going to do there is just a whole step. C, D, F, minor third, F, back to D, F, and then you go to G, slide up to A, go to C, back to A, and you go to D. D, A, G, F, D, C. That's another way to break. I mean, you can do any pattern you choose out of that, but, you know, you just go. Any old way you want to do. Just like I say, however that rhythm fits, or however beats you have to work with, or whatever you got. 2 bars to work with, or what. Just make it fit with the groove you're working with. I mean, the sky's the limit. You can do anything you want. Just like this. Got the groove going. that's one way to come up with your bass riffs. You know, there's thousands of bass riffs out there that every bassist should know, and you know, I'd rather not show you just exactly somebody else's bass riff. I'd like to show, you know, like you to know how to approach creating your own bass riffs and your need. You know, like I say, you can learn a lot from imitating other people, and definitely do that. Imitate the pros, the bassists that you love the most. Imitate what they're doing, and then incorporate that into your style. But don't, you know, also learn how to come up with your own ideas. You know, you don't want to just use their stuff after, you know, time after time after time. You want to be able to figure out these things to make your own lines work where you need them to work. And that's what I wanted to show you there. I just definitely want to offer that to you so you can create your own lines and however you want. So that's one way. Take that perfect fifth and that octave move, take that triad, take the chords out of that triad, and take the pentatonic scales and use them. Pentatonic scales are big time. You know, they're all over the place. But you know, you can use those that work the easiest. You can make those work the easiest. But if you throw your, you know, if you're in the key of C, you also know that you can use that C major scale for your crazy bass riffs. So, like I say, the sky's the limit. So, all right, great. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It will help you out to form your own bass riffs and make it your own. Okay, that's what we want to do. So I will catch y'all on the flip flop. Bye now.